Hi there, this is Kaveh with another episode of Elephant Man, episode 7. A quick review. Merrick wanted to live alone. Doctor didn't want it. Doctor gave Merrick some books to read, and one day, when a friend of Doctor came to the hospital, Doctor took her to visit Merrick. And Merrick was very surprised. The woman was kind to Merrick. So Merrick was very surprised and he was very happy. So he put his head on the table. He put his head on the table and tears ran down. Tears came from his eyes. Now let's read the rest of the story, the remaining of the story together. My friend sat on the bed. There was a bed. My friend sat on the bed beside Merrick. Merrick is sitting here. My friend is sitting next to, beside him. And put her hand on his arm. Put her hand on his arm. She said nothing. She just sat. No words, nothing. But she smiled. And smiled at him. This is the friend. Look. All right. For the first time in his life, Merrick had some friends. So look at here. And shook his hand. The doctor's friend shook his hand, shook Merrick's hand. Again before she left. So the doctor's friend shook Merrick's hand. Shook is the past form of shake. Shake his or her hand. So when you meet somebody, you shake hand. So when the woman wanted to go away for goodbye, she shook Merrick's hand again. Before she left, before she went away. Left is the past form of leave. Leave. A synonym will be go away. Dr. Travis, he said. Merrick said to Dr. Travis. Dr. Travis, he said to me that night, in that night, that lady was wonderful. That lady was wonderful. Wonderful is sorry, I need to put it here for you. So, wonderful means great, nice. So, that lady was nice, great. Merrick said. Merrick said to doctor, that lady was wonderful. My mother smiled at me once. Now, smile at somebody. Remember, smile at. My mother smiled at me once, like one time. Many years ago. Many years ago. Ago means in the past. Merrick said, my mother smiled at me many years ago. Years, like 2025 is 1 year. 2026, Happy New Year. It's 1 year. By the way, Happy New Year. Many years ago. But no women, no women. Women is more than one woman. For one woman, more than one, two, three, four, five, huh? It's women. Women. Woman, women. But no women smile at me now because I'm ugly. No women, nobody smile at me now. But this lady smiled at me too. This lady smiled at me too. Too means again. This lady smiled at me too. Like my mom. She was a wonderful lady. And she shook my hand. Past form of shake. A beautiful lady smiled at me and shook my hand. So Merrick is happy. Merrick is happy. My young lady friend came again. She returned. She visited Merrick again. My young lady friend came again the next week. 1 week later. So the next week is like 1 week later. 1 week later. And talked to Merrick. Remember? Smile at, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. Talk to Merrick for half an hour. For half an hour. Half an hour is like 30 minutes. Half an hour. For half an hour. 30 minutes. The week after that, she came again with a friend. So Merrick has two friends now. So she came back with another friend. They gave him some books. The ladies gave is the past form of give, remember? They gave him some books and had a cup of tea with him. Look at here. Had a cup of tea. Had a cup of tea. It's like drank a cup of tea. Drank a cup of tea. Had a cup of tea. Drank is the past form of drink with him. It was wonderful for him. That's a good phrase. You say, it was wonderful. It's a good phrase. When you're happy, when everything is good, you say, it is wonderful. It is wonderful. Wonderful means great, really nice. Let me type it here for you. So, great, really nice. For the first time, this is a good one. For the first time. For the first time means it was a start, the first. For the first time in his life, all his life, he had some friends. Merrick had some friends. for himself. This is my friend. Merrick had a friend or some friends. Why some? Because some is more than one. One friend, two, three, four, some friends. Remember? Some friends. We need the plural form here. He was very happy, Merrick. He was a very happy man. He sat in his room. Sat is the past form of sit. He sat like sit in his room and read his books. Read. Now read, past, read. The pronunciation is different. Spelling is the same. Please look at here. Read is for now, read, but in the past form, same spelling, but different pronunciation. So, read. He sat in his room and read his books, like here. This is because it's about past. So, this one, it's like read. And this is like read. The pronunciation is different. So for this one, I can say this is for present time. And this one is for past time. And he said is the past form of, now you say, right, it's the past form of, you're getting good at it, huh? Say. And said no more about living on a lighthouse. Finished. Lighthouse, Merrick didn't say anything about the lighthouse. He forgot that. Why? Because he was happy. So he didn't say anything. He didn't say and said no more. He said no more about living in a lighthouse. Now let's go to the next page, page 24. So I think here Merrick has a new visitor. Let's have a look. Joseph. This is Her Majesty, Queen Alexandra. Oh, Merrick is meeting a queen in this picture. The Queen of England. The Queen of England. Merrick, Joseph, all right, is meeting the Queen of England. People began to read about Merrick. Began is the past form of begin, like start. People began to read, all right, about Merrick in the newspaper. Where? In the newspaper. In the newspaper. And read about. Remember, smile at, say to, read about. So he had a lot of visitors. That's a good one. He had a lot of visitors. Many people came to visit Merrick, to see Merrick. So means, for example, I'm thirsty. I need water. I'm thirsty, so I drink water. So, huh? We talk about the result of something. I'm thirsty, I drink water. So here, people read about Merrick in the newspaper, and so they came to visit Merrick. Everybody wanted to see him. Everybody is like all people. All people. Everybody wanted to visit. Let me put it here. Good. Everybody wanted to see him. They say, oh, let's go and visit Merrick. A lot of important ladies, important like queen, rich people, writers maybe, huh? And teachers maybe, important ladies, huh? They wanted to and gentlemen, ladies. One point about ladies, I want to tell you. Remember, lady, one lady, and when it gets s, it would be ladies, like this. Lady, one lady, two ladies. Plural form. Y, look at here. Y changes to IES in plural form. Lady, ladies. So, and gentlemen, remember, we have gentlemen as the normal form, as the singular form, one gentleman, and then for more than one, it's gentlemen. All right? Sorry. Let me correct. So, gentleman, one. Gentlemen, it's the E, it's the plural form, gentlemen. Visited him. They went and met Merrick. They smiled at him, shook his hand, gave him some books, right? Gave him some books. Merrick liked talking to these people, the ladies and the gentlemen, and began to forget about his ugly face, ugly body. People met, visited, talked to Merrick, and he liked talking to these people. And he began. Began is the past form of begin. It means start. People and began to forget. Put away from mind. Forget. And he forget about his ugly body. Ugly is opposite of uh, beautiful. So let me put it here for you. Ugly is opposite of, yeah, here. Opposite of beautiful. Ugly is opposite of beautiful. So ugly body means bad body, bad face, okay? Because Merrick had an ugly face. Remember, ugly body. His visitors never laughed at him. Remember, smile at, laugh at. His visitors never laughed at him. He began to feel like a man. He started, began, begin. He started to feel. to have a feeling like a man, like a normal person. Not a creature, not a creature, not like a unusual person, not a creature. He started to feel good. One wonderful day, a very important lady, a very important woman, one wonderful day, it's like one happy day, one great day, a very important lady came to the hospital to visit him. Remember, it's always the hospital, the police station, huh? The post office. Came to the hospital to visit him. I met the lady, doctor says. I met the lady. Met is the past form of? You tell me? Meet. Nice. I met the lady and take her to his room. Lady, let's go to Merrick's room. Took her to his room. Then I opened the door and smiled at him. Then is another word for so. Later. After that. After that. Then I opened the door and smiled at him. Good morning, Joseph. I said, there is a new visitor to see you today. A very famous lady. Famous. Now, what's famous? Famous means everybody knows him. For example, Elon Musk. Everybody knows Elon Musk. Donald Trump. Everybody knows Donald Trump. Famous. Everybody, for example, Elon Musk is famous. Donald Trump is famous. Lionel Messi is famous. Cristiano Ronaldo is famous. Angelina Jolie is famous. Famous. So I put the word famous here for you. As a synonym, we can say popular. Popular. A very famous lady. Merrick stood up. Stood is the past form of stand. Merrick stood up and beside his table, next to his table. Remember, we talked about beside is like next to. Next to his table. He did not smile. Merrick did not smile because his face could not smile. He was surprised because his face was bad. He couldn't smile because his face was fixed. He had a different face, not a normal face. He could not smile. He didn't have the ability to smile. But his eyes looked happy. His eyes were happy. He didn't smile, but his eyes were happy. Doctor could see that. That's good, he said. Who is it? So I moved away. Move away. Doctor moved away. Move away is like go to one side. Go to one side from the door. This is the door. Doctor moved away. And the visitor walked in. Your Majesty, this is Joseph Merrick, doctor said. My queen. Your Majesty, my queen, doctor said. This is Joseph Merrick. I said, Joseph, this is Her Majesty, Queen Alexandria. This is the queen, Her Majesty, the wife of the king. Remember? Let me write it for you here. The wife of the king. Queen, queen and king. The Queen of England. England, the country England, the Queen of England. Queen Alexandra smiled at him. Remember, smile at. How do you do, Mr. Merrick? How do you do? How do you do is a polite, formal hello. Because queen is very important and polite. She speaks formally, like a formal sentence. She says, how do you do? Mr. Merrick, I'm very pleased. Pleased is like I'm happy. But remember, this is queen, and she uses polite English. Huh? How do you do? It is the, let me write it here for you, like in the formal word, formal English. It's like, hello, hi. Informal English. How do you do? I'm very pleased to meet you. I'm happy to see you. I'm very pleased to meet you. Then, after that, she shook his hand. She shook his hand. Merrick did not move. He was surprised. For nearly half a minute. For nearly half a minute. Nearly means almost, not exactly. Almost. Almost, not exactly. For nearly half a minute is like 30 seconds. Huh? Let me type it here for you. 30 seconds for nearly half a minute, 30 seconds. He stood and looked at her with open mouth, like this. Open mouth. With his mouth open. Look at here. He looked at her with his mouth open. He was surprised. Then he spoke in a strange, slow, strange. He was surprised and in a strange. Strange is not normal. Not normal. In a strange, unusual, slow voice. How do you do, Your Majesty? Merrick said that. But I don't think the Queen understood him, Doctor says. Understood is the past form of understand. But the doctor understood him because he tried, but the doctor, sorry, the Queen understood. A doctor says, I don't think the Queen understood him because he tried to get down on his knees. The Queen did not understand here him because Merrick was going down. He tried. Try is the past for tried is the past form of try. Because Merrick, he tried to get down on his knees to sit, to show respect to the Queen. So, oh, my Queen. Merrick was like this, huh? He get down on his knees at the same time. At the same time means he said, how do you do? And he went down like this together at the same time. It was very difficult for him. going down. Merrick had a bad body, so it was hard. Difficult, hard. It was difficult for him because of his enormous leg, because his legs were enormous, huh? They're very big, really big, really big. It was hard. No, please, Mr. Merrick, do get up, said the Queen. Don't go down, get up, please, please, Mr. Merrick, the Queen said. I would like to talk to you. I would like means I like, I want. I want, the Queen said. Don't go like this. Don't do that. I want to talk to you. I would like to talk to you. I would like to talk to you. Can we sit at your table? Can me and you, Queen said. Can we sit at your table? And Merrick said, yes, yes, of course, please. All right. Of course, sure, huh? Certainly, surely, surely. They sat at the table. Queen and Merrick, they sat. This is the table, and they sat at the table. And she took his left hand. The Queen took Merrick's left hand, the good hand. In hers, took the left hand. She looked at the hand carefully. Carefully look at the hand. Carefully look at the hand. And then smiled at Merrick again. I often read about you in the newspaper, she said. Well done. The Queen said, I often read about you, Merrick, in the newspaper. So that is the end of this episode. I will continue the story that the Queen meet with Merrick, and I will tell you about the meeting. Nice. I hope little by little you improve in your English. I try to explain in simple words, and I want you to little by little, step by step, try and understand. You can always use a dictionary, and it will help you to improve. Remember, growth is a gradual process. Becoming better is a step-by-step road. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and tell your friends about me and my channel, and wish you a happy new year. Take care. Bye-bye.